I chose to work at a cheer competition for my service learning project. I decided to work at this competition because I knew it was going to be difficult to have patients with their families and also children. This experience overall helped me better have an understanding to speaking with families of diverse communities and also in stressful situations. The learning process occurred with my three roommates, Shelby, Grace, and Raquel. I worked under the manager, Malcolm, and the president of the Aloha Sprit Championships, Tammy. This learning process occurred in a very interactive and direct way. My job was communicating and directing the children teams and their families to the stage. Another part of my job was to also check in the families and to make sure that they were checked in no later or no earlier than the time that they were supposed to be on the mat. I saw over 200 teams in about 6 hours, which was extremely overwhelming at first, but it was really nice to see a lot of diverse communities, ranging from special needs, African American communities to Caucasian. It was very interesting to see, and this helped me also better prepare for real life scenarios where I will not always be treated kindly or with respect. And it also helped me remember that this was a really stressful situation for these families, so I gave more patience and grace to them. In regards to articulating my learning, what I learned is that the ecological systems theory definitely played a role in my work. The four systems of interactions that occur in an individual's life can not only affect how they act, but also how they grow up. At first, in the cheer competition, it was really difficult for me to understand the context of the relationships between the captains, children, and their families. And so in regards to that, I noticed that the microsystem includes the individual and their immediate interactions with those around them, which is their friends or family. And I remember watching families and their children pass by me. Specifically, one family, which was a mother and her daughter, they were frantically having to wash her hair in a sink next to me. Even though it was unsanitary, the daughter and her mom were laughing instead of caring about the judgmental looks that they were receiving from other teams. The positive interaction I witnessed between the mother and her child was nice and a relief for me, even in the stressful situation, as they were supposed to go on stage in less than 5 minutes. I am now planning on working with younger children due to this positive experience I saw. In regards to a second developmental theorist, Vygotsky focused not only on how adults and peers influence individual learning, but also on how the surrounding cultural beliefs and attitudes can impact the type of instruction that is given and learning that takes place. In regards to the cheer competition, there was a special needs team. I closely related it to this theory, the sociocultural theory, because this team was treated a lot differently than all of the other teams. I noticed the team captains were made very small improvements when they would make mistakes in their choreography, and when they would make mistakes, the captains would just cheer them on, and they were extremely positive. However, with the deferring team, it was an all-white team with all-white captains as well, and I noticed that this played like kind of a bigger role on how stressed out the coach was, because it sounded like they were trying to win money for the competition, and so the coach was trying to give them more drive, and it seemed like he was just stressing them out when he was trying to make corrections. He would stop the music and he would say, why are we here? And he was very hard on them, and so that is something that was a contrasting experience of seeing two different captains putting things in a different perspective for me. And after seeing some coaches be extremely hard on their team due to their own attitudes, it made me reflect on how others should be treated in real life scenarios. Thank you.